fellow crafters, and welcome back to Inspiration for Cards. My name is David and today I'm going to be making a card for you. It's going to be a fall themed card using all sorts of elements from Elizabeth Craft Designs. So let's switch cameras and let's have a look at what we're going to do. First I'm going to use this leaf pattern background. I'm going to do some embossing with this and some cutting out. I've already trimmed out my sentiment, that's right here. I just hand cut that stamp, this stamp, perfect set this. You can use it for all sorts of occasions. And I'm going to use the file folder page, the leaves from that. And I'm going to do something fun with that as well. So first things first, let's put these to the side. I've got my cover plate here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss this. I've already trimmed it out. Because, well, you all know how to die cut it out. For the people that want to know, I've used this plate for that. It's a chrome precision based plate for intricate thinlits. This is quite an intricate die and it cut perfectly. Look at that's my camera, that's me. It cut perfectly, and I've also used this for the leaves. They say in the switch you don't need it. I don't agree. With intricate cuts, that's my go-to. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sandwich slightly different because I'm not using the Sizzix rubber mat, but I'm using the Spellbinders one, which is slightly thicker. So if I do the normal sandwich that Sizzix says, it says your, where is it? There it is. Base plate, no, yes, for embossing. Base plate, die, paper, rubber mat, top one. I'm not going to use the base plate, I'm going to use the thinner one, which is the adapter plate that comes with this, with the die cutting machine. Then my die facing upwards. Then I'm going to take my paper, the side that I want to use, the pretty side down. So in this case it's the velvety side from the soft finish cardstock, and I'm just going to give that a spritz with water. I do that to soften up the fibers so it holds the embossing slightly better, and it becomes a bit thicker, deeper. Next I'm going to put the squishy mat on top. It's the rubber one, like that, and lastly the hard one. And this is going to go through my die cutting machine. And there we have it. You can already see it from the back, beautifully embossed. Look at that, perfect. So that's going to go to the side. This one can go to the side as well. We don't need that anymore. I've done the same with the leaf dies and just hand trimmed around them. So these are also embossed using the dies. Beautiful, right? It's going to be fun. But first, let me just trim off these sides. I'm just going to use my long neck scissors for that. So next I've got my splat box out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my background panel in there, and using, where is it? This one, it's called Crooked Broomstick. It's the mica stain from last year, and I'm gonna, is there one from this year that I want to use? No, the ones from this year are a bit more grey. I do want this warm tone because it's going to be a fall themed card. So I'm just gonna shake that up well and put that on there. Next I'm going to put a hint of Harvest Moon, which is a color from this year, in there. While I'm looking at the bottom, if you have these, make sure all the sludge is gone. Otherwise, give them another shake until it's gone, because otherwise your nozzle will, how do you call that? Well, won't work anymore. That's the... Okay, so that's that. Next I'm going to come in with my water. I'm going to spray that with water and just let that run all over. Now this is beautiful on its own. However, I'm going to put this to the side, let it run off a bit, and let that dry. Next I'm coming in with my leaves, and I'm going to put them down, all three of them at the same time. And I've got three more colors. Flickering Candle, holly branch, and a jack-o'-lantern. Nice fall colors. Shake them up again. Make sure all the sludge is gone from the bottom. Take off the lids. And I'm going to start with the lightest color. Give them a wash. All of them want a bit of green and a touch of red as well. That's it. Fairly quick and easy. Wet that with water so it disperses, how do you call that? Goes around nicely. Disperses? Yeah, that's the word. Speaking is hard today. Bear with me. So I'm just going to put them onto my mat. And again, beautiful as is. Put my splat box to the side. Now I'm going to dry these and then I'll be back. Okay, next I'm coming in with my gilding paste. And what I'm going to do is using this, I'm just going to go over this, giving this a nice layer of shine in a bronzy color, which is shouting fall to me. So that's that beautiful shine. Just gonna let that dry. And then I'm coming in with my leaves. The leaves are already cut out as well, as I mentioned. And I'm going to do the same to these. Just giving them a color that matches the background. Taking off that white. And do that to all three of them. Now what I've found is when you do this with the wax, and you take a piece of paper and you polish it carefully, the shine becomes even more intense. So I'm just gonna use my piece of paper and just polish this whole piece. I'm not sure you can see it, but there's really a difference. You see, here it's a lot more shinier than at the bottom. Now that's a choice, but I want this to be shiny. Okay, now let's have a look. What I want to do is I want to attach this panel onto here. So the embossing, might help if I turn it the right way around, is peeking through. So you create sort of a faux inlay card. See that? I just love that effect. So how I'm going to do that is I'm using some glue and I'm just strategically putting on some glue. Not everywhere, not too fast, just around the edge. As long as it sticks down, that's the main thing. This is a beautiful background plate. I think it's designed by OZ. And these are so versatile to use. There's loads you can do with it. But I like this technique, it's fun. It looks like a faux inlay. I've done a video on faux inlay technique a while ago. I will see if I can find it and I'll link it. It's using, I think, this same plate even. Anyways, it was fun. So, got some glue on there. And then I'm just figuring out where to place it. And it just sort of clicks in place. And there's our panel. Beautiful, right? Next I'm going to do the same with the leaves. So I'm going to put some glue. I'm going to start with the maple leaf. These sprays are stunning, and for these kind of techniques it's quick, easy. Yeah, I love using these. I've got the new Christmas colors in as well. I haven't unwrapped them yet, but I'm gonna have fun with those soon. I'm pretty sure. Right. Just gonna put these over the top, and again, just click them into place. Simple and easy. Now the glue I'm using is drying matte and transparent, so you will not see that when it's dry, because I'm a messy gluer, but that'll work out. That's one of the reasons why I really adore this glue. It's the art glitter glue. I just love it. This is gonna turn out really fun. Okay, last leaf. Okay, now with this set comes a border as well, which is really nice. So what I did, I've used that to trim out a black matte layer. So I'm gonna take my glue runner, and I'm gonna attach this to my black matte layer. Trying to line that up correctly. I'll just have to pick it up. And because this belongs together, you've got a nice even border around that. I love that. You can measure it, of course, but this takes the measuring out of things, and I love that. So I don't want this sentiment to be stark white. So I've got my orange dauber here, and I don't have a clue what color is on there, but with whatever's left on the dauber, I will just go around giving this sentiment a bit of an orangey color, which makes it matchy-matchy, you see? So that just takes off the stark white that I didn't want on the sentiment. Right. This is now all nicely adhered, so it's time to assemble. And I'm going to assemble these using these squares from scrapbook adhesive, because I want some dimension on the leaves. So I'm just going to pop these on. Simple as that. These are the first ones I've ever used that I'm happy with. It may sound weird to you, but the majority I don't like. Just simply because I can't get the backing paper to come off. No nails issue. And with these, no issue whatsoever. They work like a charm. So yeah, and they stick to what they need to stick to. So yeah, I'm all happy with these. So I will order some bulk more of these, because I don't want to be without anymore. This one will go right there. This one will go right here. And then the last one, the beautiful maple leaf. For some reason I want him front and center. It's beautiful. There we go. Press that down. Now, the sentiment I also want to put up. So what I'm doing is I'm trimming this in half, and then I'm placing them on my sentiment. Simple. That is that. Next I'm going to attach this panel to my card base, and then the card is already done. So place it on my card panel on my card base. Place the panel on the card base, David. That's what it is. And that concludes today's card. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I think this is beautiful. Beautiful. It's almost like stained glass or faux inlay. But yeah, I really, really like this. I hope you like it too. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel, because that would really make my day. Thanks for watching this one, and I would love to see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.